Hi everyone, my name is Penny and today I'm going to show you some workouts you can do with a German longsword. Now before you begin any exercise program, you will want to first consult your doctor and potentially a psychologist as well, because we're working out with a freaking sword. Alright, with that said, let's get going. First we're going to do an ab exercise. I'm thinking we'll do about 20 of these. Oh, I don't have room. You're gonna need extra room since you're stabbing things with a sword. All right, legs up here in tabletop. Get your back all the way flat, and you're gonna bring the sword overhead, slicing in the middle, dropping one leg at a time. 3, 4. Make sure you're using your abs and not straining your neck. All right, now we're gonna come over here and we're actually gonna do push-ups here from our knuckles. So we're gonna have the sword first in one hand, then we come up to the side into a side plank, and you lift the sword up, and then you come down, drop the sword onto the other side, and do a push-up here. We'll try to do 10 of these. It's actually harder to do push-ups from your knuckles than it is from your hands, but for the sake of being able to grip the sword, you might have to. And you can also go over to your knees if you find that to be necessary. Raise that sword up to the sky. All right, the next move, hoping I'll have room for it. We're here on our side, and we're gonna bring the leg up, kick it out, bring it in, stab in front of you, and then bring that leg back down. Up, kick, stab, and down. Kick, stab, and bring that leg back down. All right, I'm gonna go over to the other side now. All right, one last one I'm going to show right now is a roll up with your sword. So I want you to bring yourself all the way long, starting with the sword, the pommel first in the left hand, or the whatever handle, and you slowly roll yourself up, nice and controlled, and then you bring yourself back down. So do 10 here on this side, 2, 3. If you want to, you can instead come to seated and just lean back. And then eventually you'll be able to do the full range of motion. Come all the way to straight. All right, pommel's gonna go to the other hand or other side. Grabbing your sword overhead. And then go back into the original exercise. Let's do 10 push-ups here. Passing the sword over to the other side. Too close to the wall. All right, I'm gonna do 20 here. First time I only did 10, but 10 was a bit too easy. Make sure I'm not so close that I kick over the camera. Other side. Feel it in my glutes and my arm. Doing 5 more after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouchie. Alrighty. Now if you're alone, you can do some zverts or something. Just to have a little extra fun. I'm gonna go back into those roll-ups now. Get you back all the way to flat and roll up. Alright, that was the last one. So now I'm just going to stretch forward. Hopefully my underwear is not showing. It might be a little bit. Ignore it. Ignore it. I do this. Don't break your sword and don't drop your sword on your face. If you do, I am not to be held liable. You are doing this at your own risk. Also, I don't recommend using a real sword. Yeah, that fits good. I'm not counting. You can count if you want. Doesn't matter to me. How about those New Year's resolutions? Yeah, we're gonna get really fit with our swords. Some of these. When you inhale, lengthen your spine, and then after you think about lengthening, you can think about twisting a little bit. Exhale, come back to center. Other side. Inhale, lengthen towards the ceiling. Exhale, turn a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to center. All right, let's stretch our arms a little bit. Let's see. Actually, first, I think I'm gonna do this. Stretch my arms like that. And you can put a little bit of tension on each end, pulling with your arms just a little bit. Normally this is done with a rope in yoga. And you can switch over to the other side. That shoulder flexibility stuff will actually help you with your hanging guard. All right, now we're gonna bring our sword up here, get your back nice and straight, and then you can start to lean your arms back a little bit. Maybe you'll feel a light stretch in your shoulders. Then you can widen your grip on your sword a little bit, and then maybe start to come down in one direction just a little bit. Just go as you're feeling the stretch. Make sure you're taking good care of your body, listening to your body and your doctor, because I will not be held liable for what you do in the privacy of your own home. I want to stretch my neck too. I can't think of a way to do that with the sword though. No, that's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. I'm going to do it anyway. Yep, we're doing this. Here we go. I'm going to stretch the other side. I'm actually going to stretch forward a little bit first. Just to give my head a minute. And I'm going to come over here. People are like, what is Penny doing? She's so weird. Well, I'm relaxed and I don't care if you're watching me. Now I'm doing a little bit of a back bend, but my back is not very flexible, so you might be able to feel it just bringing your sword up all the way straight, you know, feel that light stretch in your abs. I at least got flexible enough that I can bend my back a little bit, so there's that. I'm going to bend my arms, bring this down a little bit. It's a stretch in my shoulders. Now I'm pulling on both ends of the sword. This is where I really feel the stretch. I feel like we should stretch our obliques too. I'm trying to think of a way to do that with the sword. I mean, you could just like reach it over, stab the ground, get your sword in the stone on the ground. I don't know. Yes. Stab the ground. It makes sense. All right, let me know what you think, but only if it's to say thank you. Okay? You're welcome.